Hello YouTube and welcome to the third video in my 4 days 4 videos marathon. Today a rather short video. A new People of the Elder Scrolls, this time about Grandmaster Jauffre of the Blades. So without further ado, let's immediately kick off with the video. So Grandmaster Jauffre is the Grandmaster of the Order of the Blades. He lives during the end of the Third Era and even sees the beginning of the Fourth Era after the Oblivion Crisis. When we first meet him in Oblivion, he looks like an elderly monk. We know of his history, that he joined the Blades earlier in his life and has been a great asset to the Blades ever since. During his life he quickly rose to their ranks, having even been the captain of the Palace Squadron. Those are the secret blade agents that protect the Emperor within the Imperial city walls and specifically the Palace district and the Imperial Palace. This job gave him a lot of personal contact with Uriel Septim VII, and thus the two grew into close friends. So close even that Uriel entrusted him with the knowledge of his bastard son, Martin, who was only a small baby when he was presented to Jauffre. Jauffre was tasked by Uriel to take Martin far away, to a place where he could grow up in a secret, free from the palace politics and free from always being branded a bastard of the Emperor. He would have never known who his parents were. Jauffre then took the baby Martin in a basket and searched long for appropriate parents. Ultimately he found a farmer that he deemed worthy, and put him on the doorstep of the farmer, where Martin would grow up without ever knowing his true parents. Jauffre was tasked with checking up on the boy every now and then, so that Uriel could know his fate every so many years. With the years, Jauffre transcended from the position of Palace Guard Captain and became the Grandmaster of the Blades in Cyrodiil, and eventually even of all of Tamriel. The position of Palace Guard Captain would eventually go to Captain Renault, one of the Blades we see in the intro of Oblivion. He did a fine job with commanding the Blades over the years, but as his age grew he retired to Waynon Priory. There he eventually heard of the death of Uriel Septim by the hands of the Mythic Dawn. He despaired and was very sad about the death of his emperor and close friend. But then hope once again grew in him when a stranger brought him the Amulet of Kings. He then tasked this stranger with getting Martin, the illegitimate son of the emperor who now resided in Kvatch as a monk in the Temple of Akatosh. According to Jauffre, it was of the utmost importance that Martin would be brought to Cloud Ruler Temple, the base of the Blades, so that the Blades could protect the last living of the Septim line and perhaps even save the Empire. When the hero of Kvatch returned to the Priory with Martin, they found the Priory under attack by the Mythic Dawn and were trying to take out Jauffre. Jauffre, however, fought and survived, and he returned to Cloud Ruler Temple to once again assume his position as Grandmaster of the Blades, with the hero and Martin by his side. After this, Jauffre played a critical role in the fight against the Mythic Dawn and the forces of Oblivion. He coordinated the Blades through Cyrodiil, keeping Martin Septim safe and planning every single step the Order would make against the Mythic Dawn. He was also one of the Blades that were fighting in the Second Battle of Bruma. He fought fiercely there, despite his old age, until the hero closed the Great Oblivion Gate. After this, the hero of Kvatch went into Paradise to deal with Mankar Cameron. However, Jauffre was at that time busy convincing the Elder Council with the Blades that Martin was the only chance of saving the Empire, after revealing his existence to the various members. After this they decided to bring Martin to the Imperial city with the hero of Kvatch so that Martin could be crowned Emperor and light the dragon fire so that the Oblivion Crisis would be no more. However, they found themselves under attack in the city, and in the massive siege that the forces of Oblivion were laying to the Imperial city once they knew what was going on. Jauffre then once again fought, this time in the Battle of the Imperial City, guarding Martin to the Temple of the One, and at the door Martin and the hero went inside. He remained there with Barus to guard the door. Jauffre then entered with the others after Martin had to sacrifice himself and transformed into the Avatar of Akatosh, only to find that Martin was now gone. After the Oblivion Crisis, Jauffre went back to the Cloud Ruler Temple, remaining in the office of Grandmaster for some more time. While Martin had not been an emperor for very long, in Jauffre's remaining days he had always had the conviction that Martin was actually the greatest emperor Tamriel had ever known, and even transcending Tiber Septim himself. After this, we do not know what happened to Jauffre, other than that he remained Grandmaster. We do not know if he or another later Grandmaster ushered in the new policy of the Blades, where they would no longer be an active part of the Empire, but mostly remain inactive and waiting for the next Dragonborn to arise. So, that was the story of Jauffre. Very short and sweet, but that's what the People of the Elder Scrolls series is supposed to be doing. I elaborated way too much in the earlier videos because it's meant to be like short. And I hope I did a fine job. Tell me what you think of this, like this kind of really like summary videos and not necessarily a very long lore video, because I could have like told everything he did in the Oblivion Crisis, but that would make it a way longer video. So tell me what you think of this kind of summary thing. I mean, if you guys really think that I should have done the entire thing, I might even do this video over. But tell me what you think about it. Anyway, if you liked the video, like, subscribe. If you want personal contact with me, my Discord and my Instagram are both in the description. Also in the description is my Patreon if you want to support me in a more personal way. On there you can find discarded scripts from all older videos I did not decide to do, and some other cool stuff. I just put some random things on there. It's kind of like fun, but hey, you never have to do it, of course. Anyway, I think that I will see you in the next video tomorrow. I hope you're excited for it. It's probably going to be a bit longer, but I'm not sure yet, so I can't make any promises. Bye bye.